Year of the Dragon? Best cards in the new set? Dragon cards? Coincidence? I think not. In today's video, we will be playing with a Temur Dragon deck. Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're having a magical day. Thank you so much for taking the time to support the channel. My name is Hello Good Game, and I am pleased to be your host within this Magic the Gathering Arena deck guide video, in which we will be breaking down the deck list as we do always, in depth, discussing both the strategies and synergies in hopes of giving you, the viewer, a deeper understanding of how to pilot the deck both effectively and efficiently, allowing you to rack up those W's. Okay, furthermore, we'll demonstrate the deck within our ranked gameplay footage against the best decks as well as players in-game. Furthermore, we will wrap up with our concluding thoughts, deck review, and channel news. If you want to help support, like, comment, subscribe, become a YouTube member, join the community Discord, drop by, say hello, and enjoy today's video.
It's a new lap record!
Here we are. Year of the Dragon is alive and well, and the Incinerator of the Guilty, a new card that I absolutely love. A 6/6 for 6 with flying and trample, and whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you may collect evidence X. When you do, the Incinerator of the Guilty will deal X damage to each creature and planeswalker that that player controls. It's an aggro meta, and this is an absolute heater of a card, allowing us to clean up our opponent's board state, as well as putting in a bunch of damage. We're going to be getting to it a little bit early and, giving it quasi-haste, as I love to do with Sarkhan Soul of Flame for 3, a 2/4, and Dragon spells will cast for 1 less. And whenever a dragon enters the battlefield, Sarkhan can become a copy of it, which is pretty cool. And, of course, through this, it gains the ability and now can clean our opponent's board state technically 2 turns earlier, because the mana reduction, as well as the haste that it gains, because the Summoning Sickness will have been dropped from Sarkhan already, as it is a 3-drop. Okay, so that's pretty cool. And then, it is what it's always been for us within our Dragon decks, basically having perfected it at this point. Invasion of Tarkir is our 2-drop. It enters and deals 2 damage plus X to any target, where X is the number of dragons in your hand, which is pretty cool. So, 2 to maybe 5 damage potentially. Wherever it needs to go, it can hit copies of itself to reveal the Defiant Thundermaw, the star of the show alongside Sarkhan. Whenever a dragon you control attacks, it deals 2 damage to any target with flying and trample. And if this is entering the battlefield via the flip, it will trigger Sarkhan's ability as well, which is pretty cool. Hey, thanks for the support, bro. Appreciate that. And then, because we have hopefully an Invasion on 2, hopefully a Sarkhan on 3, we can utilize that mana reduction on 4, casting a Bone Horde, transforming Sarkhan into a 5 toughness creature, flipping the Invasion into the Thundermaw, right? So that's going to be our ideal playline. Turn 2, turn 3, turn 4. Of course, we have that field wipe now as an option on turn 5, which is beautiful. We can also, if we don't need to wipe the field, maybe throw down a roaming throne, in which case we will choose dragon. Sarkhan now becomes a copy of the throne, gaining its ability, and that Thundermaw is going to stack to the heavens, which is quite nice, most likely giving you the W. Fortifying the deck with some removal, Brotherhood's End for 3, dealing 3 damage to each creature and planeswalker. This is going to help us wipe the field a little bit early in comparison to the Guilty. Sarkhan, 4 toughness, unaffected, right? As are most of our dragons. The only one that may not be is the Devastator. Sometimes we like to play this early just to chump block, mitigate some damage while we wait, right? Of course, having it in the grave's not bad for the Guilty, as it will allow us to collect evidence +1, right? Okay, so the field wipe through the end, it can also take artifacts with mana value 3 or less. The Frenzy, dealing 5 damage to not attacking any creature, but reducing the casting cost by 1 for each attacking creature, which is pretty cool. So castable for as little as 1. Then we have the Repulsive Mutation for 2+X at instant, putting X +1/+1 counters on target creature you control. Then counter up to 1 target spell unless its controller pays mana equal to the greatest power among creatures that you control. The dragons are pretty tough, right? So that's going to be great. The +1/+1 counters are also very nice for our damage output. Okay. Fading Hope. 1 mana instant speed, returning creature to its owner's hand if its mana value was 3 or less. Scry 1. This is nice for tempo if we don't have our removal. We can also bounce an early Devastator to play it later for more mana, increasing its damage output, and also acting as quasi-protection on our creatures if we don't have a mutation. If we don't have our next card as well, the Royal Treatment for 1 instant. Target creature you control gains hexproof until the end of turn. Put a royal token on it, giving it +1/+1 and ward 1 into the future, which is quite nice. And as aforementioned, the Devastator for 1+X with flying and haste, entering the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it, which is pretty cool. And again, is an aggressive dragon alongside our Thundermoth from our hand late game. Okay, it's a very basic deck. The Dracosaur will generate card advantage at the beginning of your upkeep. Exile the top 2 cards of your library. If it was a creature, create a treasure. If it was a non-creature, create a 3/1 Dino. And again, you can cast those cards until the end of turn, which is great. The Throne will double that ability for you, which is quite nice. Also doubling the Guilty's ability, the Thundermaw's ability, which we've already talked about. So pretty cool stuff here. Loving the counterspell. You can also just use it as increased damage output if you want, if you don't have to counter anything. That's going to get you there. All the lands that you'd ever want in the deck, the Cavern, a bunch of duels. We have our utility lands here as well. Just keeping things super consistent for the deck. I hope you enjoy. Like, comment, subscribe, become a YouTube member, join the community Discord, drop by, say hello. And then, yeah, you know, maybe let's play a couple games now, HGG. Can we please? Going first, we really need that third land. Mono red, cool. Did you make that deck yourself, homie? I'm gonna throw out just a block. Force a trample spell or something, right? This might blow up in her face. I want Frenzy to hit something worthwhile, so I don't want to turbo cast it and lose it. Right? It's like End can take everything in play now, so make sure that this takes something that we can't take with End. That's a performer. Have the cards, that's fine. Take 2 instead of 3, right? Clean the field. Good game, dude. All right. On the draw, keeping 7. Enchantments. I'll take what is a meta deck for 200. Hey, thanks for the support, homie. Appreciate that. 9 months. The big 9. This could absorb an ossification or something. It's just there to be. Not super important. Weaver. Kami goes to 3. Nice. Okay, we're good to go. Is it good to go? Let's block 2. Just, you know, maintain our totals. And clean it up. We've got 4 in grave currently. Give me another off the top. Really? A second visitor? An audacity, that's good. Just rebuilding immediately, I like it. Wow. Oh! Well, you asked for it. Don't be upset when you get it. Interesting. Kami back in play. Transients being pushed up by the Spirited Companion. Drawing a card. Fifth land out. Sarkhan out. Devastator for 2. Decline. No attack. We're defending. Wow, is that your 3rd Weaver? Oh my gosh, that's a Stream Daddy dump right there. Hype train inbound. Choo choo. I guess we just double block that, deal with it, take 5. Ouchies. Thank you so much, Tolly. I appreciate that. You are a legend. So we fill our grave a little bit more, right? Because we have to deal 5 damage. So now we've got enough in. Well, I think we did before too, but look what I can do. Incinerator of the Guilty. Oh, I absolutely will. Hit for 6. Oh, I certainly will. Yes, 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 yes. Boop. 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 Ooh, 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 ooh. That's beautiful. This thing just keeps coming back, though. Good value, right? The recursion of it is just it's out of this world, homie. That's why Kumano's so good, right? Another one. Holy. Bruh. Rebuilding. Just lickety split. All right. We only have 3. And we're hitting for 11. We've got the defender. I don't think we would die. First strike is good as well, as long as that Kami stays at 5 less. Just take the companion, I guess. I don't know. What do they draw? Because they could push it to 6 here, right? Oh, and what if they had a Machiko? Oh, a land in hand and a Machiko. Oh, they do. They do. They definitely do. Don't kid yourself. They don't. Incinerator really showing its worth here. That was really nice. All right. Going first, which is a rarity. Let's see if we can take advantage of it. Arena's like, no. Hashtag you wish. Let's just dunk on it, or it's going to force removal. Well, quasi-removal. Discard from hand, which is a drac. Like, that's really good, right? Okay, underdog. Next turn's a Liliana, remember? We need a second red source really badly. And our fourth land. Okay, that's alright. We get the land. Prolong or take it now? I think prolong's not a terrible idea. Liliana non-targeted removal. Or 2 mana removal. Oh, just a Shelly. Dang, that sucks. Access to 4 cards if they don't have removal. 3 in hand. Okay. They can't pay unless it's a Lily. Okay. We'll take it now. It's good value. We'll probably get hit for 4 here. And then an additional 6, 2 for 6. Down to 8. Let's flip the bro. Okay. 2 cards in hand. We're going to get hit for 6 to 2. That's fine. As long as it's not a virtue. So we're just dead because we're at 2. And we have no life gain, right? We can't even draw another card. So let's just show ourselves out. I don't think it's lethal. All right, we have for 9 and 2, 4, 6, 8. Not quite there, obviously. Down to 8, and that's going to be a good game. Nice win, Shieldred. Looking for more land on a mulligan. Really not finding it. Wow, Sarkhan can go. Trying to find a blue source. This game has been pretty uncooperative today. We do see our faith restored here. Invasion out. Hit for 2. Really? Okay. I'll play since we have 2 of them. Counterspell here, I assume. Removal? Most definitely. Just gain 6 life, draw a card. Totally a reasonable thing to do. Okay, we're good to go. I guess we can peck away at this. Take the counter. They could still definitely have interaction. Okay. Invasion to 1. Field wipe. You know, I'd expect Sunfall here. This Wandering Emperor will do.
I hope you're ready to lose.
We love playing against control, right?
This is what you get for hurting my
Auto Tapper. Taking down our ability to cast a Fading Hope. That's interesting. It's not like I want to protect Sarkhan here or anything.
We've got the edge in this fight.
Okay. Let's hit Invasion. Take out... Oh, this is not Planeswalker? Oh, no. You would assume that I would have known that. It's fine, don't worry about it. Hope this turn, Throne as a surprise next turn. I don't want to super expose ourselves to a field wipe. We already are. Without doubt. Grab it back. We can kill the Emperor with it. Keep our 5th. Oh, they push it up. Nice. Okay.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
It's pretty good.
I have got new moves to teach you.
Cool. This is
I'm
really a
not
lot of fun.
impressed. Remember your training.
At least they're doing things finally.
Strike hard.
Oakley dokley. Is the addition of green worth it in this deck, and what else could we include? While I like the mutation, I think it's better than just a negate, right? The fact that it can counter anything is really cool. It also works really, really well. Basically acting as a negate and, you know, Tyvar's stand in one, which is really good. We're trying the deck, in all honesty, with the Kami egg. It's not here because I've just deleted it, but it didn't work, needless to say. I'm thinking that Rith could be pretty good in the build if we included white. It does spread your mana a lot. You know, at that point, I think we focus in on the Plaza a little bit more, potentially, as a creature type alongside the Cavern, and that fixes our mana base a little bit. Adding green, I don't think was bad. I like the mutation. Adding another color, whites, a little risky biscuits. Rith is really good though, right? So, you know, food for thought. There's a lot of dragons. I think that we're going to get a lot more dragons because it's Year of the Dragon. So, you know, let's try to build the best dragon deck we can. Black is always good, hard removal. I think Sarkhan has to be in it. So it's a red and blue base, regardless. It's just going to be that third color, and, you know, do we run a multicolored deck? Or is that not going to be consistent, right? It's not so bad if it's creature type, but when you start adding spells, right, like the instants and sorceries and stuff, then it gets kind of messy with that mana base. So, you know, I'd love your thoughts. Hit me up. Thanks for watching. Have a magical day, and I'll see you soon in the next.